Hello, guys. Welcome to tonight's live stream. It's the final live stream of November. Hello. Say hello as you are popping on. I don't believe I'm going to be before you too long this evening, but I absolutely had to go live, being that this is the last day of November and we have 31 days left of 2023. And what I want to do is I want to give you my very best to help you make the most of these 31 days. And just like the title says, right? How do you grow your online business now, right? With this power move. Definitely have a notebook. I believe based upon the little amount of notes that I actually have, it's because I feel so deeply about what I want to talk about. And it largely represents like what I've been able to achieve in my business over this past month. But even as I thought about, my achievements for this past month in so many different areas, I realized that it really had nothing to do with this month. It was really the decisions that I made, 30, 60, 90 days ago that really, they caught up, right? They caught up with the current month that we're in. Like, that's it. That's it. Had I not done anything in September or October, I really go back to September, but I started making decisions, way back in July, in terms of my pivot and decisions, in terms of what I'm doing in my business. And it caught up with me in November. What I can tell you, like, had I not made decisions and choices and decided upon things, prior to November, the results of November just would not have happened. It would have just been different. I wouldn't have had the magnitude of results, the volume of results. I wouldn't have earned the money that I earned, just everything, right? It just would not have been the same. It would have been entirely different. And so that's what I want to help you understand, how to have enough foresight and vision in your business and your life, and for what it is that you want, to make decisions right now and to make choices right now that are going to have the kind of impact in your business, your bank account, and your life that you wish you could see right now. And so what I want you to do is literally think about what is the result that you want? Is it $10,000 a month? Is it $20,000 a month? I don't know. What is the result that you would love to see in your online business right now? Is there a vision that you actually have for your online business? And for most people, we definitely are driven by the money factor when we think about the success that we desire to see. And so that's the easiest thing to talk about. But what I can also tell you is that money, if it's $10,000 a month that you would love to see right now, right? Believe it or not, that money, that sum of money, that $10,000 is just a byproduct after a lot of other successful things have actually happened inside of your business, right? And that all comes from planting seeds. And so when we think about growing our online business now, all right, the very first thing that I want you to do is, again, so write this down, all right? These are things you're going to want to grow on. These are things that you might not get right now, right? But there's going to come a point in time in your business when you realize that these are exactly how we plant seeds. This is exactly how we set ourselves up for the success that we desire. That there's hardly ever a time when we can say, oh, because I did something today, that's why I got the results that I got today. Hardly ever can we say that. And in my 16 years of being online, I can absolutely tell you the times that I've struggled. I can look back and I can say, well, yeah, it's because, 60, 90 days ago, right? So many months I was doing nothing, or I was doing very little, or I was playing a very small game, or I was all over the place and I was indecisive, and, I was monkeying around with all these different opportunities, and I wasn't consistent with my videos. I could definitely tell you there's a reason for why, I was having hard times in my business. And then times like this, right? Even as I made a pivot inside of my business and drastically changed things up in my business, there is a reason why I experienced what I was able to experience this month. And it's because of decisions, right, that I made really starting in September, right? And like I said, even months prior to that, or right around July, when I actually made the decision that I was going to, commit to this pivot inside of my business. But one of the things that I can tell you, thinking back so vividly, is I already had, my mindset on my business vision, right? a lot of you guys have heard me actually share it before, where I heard about this woman who was going live and she was talking about making $22,000 in a month. And, she made it seem so light and so free. And she's like, I just go live and I just share my life. I just, tell stories. I just show up and I go live. And she just basically said, I do life. Right. And I made $22,000 last month. And I remember when I heard that, I didn't even need to know what she was selling or what the manner of her business was. I just immediately identified with that being the kind of business that I desired for myself, right? And like literally, I just began to give myself the permission to move in that way and to start building, right, that kind of business for myself, the kind of business where I can show up, go live, do videos, and be able to sell the products and the offers that I want to sell without having to chase clients and without having to do a lot of the hard, complicated things that I felt like I was doing, to reach high levels of success inside of my business. So number one, I definitely had a vision for my business. All right. The next thing, all right, you have to make big money decisions now. Please write that down. You have to make big money decisions now. So it's like, if you think about, okay, I want $22,000 months or $10,000 months or like whatever that decision is, right? Whatever that vision is that you desire, right? Believe it or not, that's only going to come by you deciding now to actually make big money decisions, right? To actually back that. You can't tiptoe into it. You can't dip your toe in the water. You can't think that, I'm just going to start crawling and kind of just like acclimating myself to it. Like you just got to decide to go all in. And that's one of the things in September that I did is I thought that I was going to start navigating my business one way. And I was like, no, you know what feels good to me is actually just deciding to go live every single day. And I was back and forth in my business. I was like, do I want to upload a bunch of content every day? Do I want to upload a piece of content every single day? And every time I would have these ideas, it's like it all came back to, no, Steph, like live your business vision, go live, right? Get paid, go live, talk to the people, go live, build your business. And literally, right, because I committed to that, like everything in my business has changed where I virtually had like no new subscribers. And I had convinced myself, I really hope this can help you. Like I'm just really just kind of like walking you through how this has happened for me, right? And to give you the play to make it real for yourself, all right? For your unique levels of success. And this is just the beginning for me. Like this is just the beginning. And that's why I'm so excited to share it with you, because even though it's December, like I don't want you to think that you need to check out or play at a smaller level or a smaller game, or that you've got to tiptoe around your business because it's the holidays and you've got to be sensitive. No, I'm telling you, there are people out there that want what they want. There are people out there that want what they want. All right. One of my live streams I recently did that has the highest amount of views, that has given me so many subscribers, was the live stream I did the night before Thanksgiving. So like literally, you can decide to get what you want out of this if you're willing to commit. And that was me. Like I'm just simply willing to commit, right? So I've gone from a channel where I convinced myself that I had to upload content because uploaded content was the content that grows my channel. Well, I committed to going live because it felt the best. And I started getting the best outcomes and I started connecting with people the best, and like just the best of everything started happening. And then when I look at my analytics, I'm getting the most subscribers. So my subscribers, I'm getting subscribers every day, where before it was like I was barely getting any subscribers in a month, just being completely honest with you, right? Where it's like every single day I'm getting new subscribers. Every single day I'm getting brand new opt-ins to my capture pages to learn more about what I'm offering. Right? I'm making sales on a way more consistent basis inside of my business. My view count is way up. My watch time is way up. And if you don't know anything about YouTube, those things matter. It's like the higher your watch time, the more YouTube plays a role in pushing your content out there. And all of those things started with just a simple decision. Sometimes I felt like I didn't really know what I was doing and if I was making the best decisions, right, in terms of going live versus uploading content. But I stood my ground and I committed to it. I never worried about how many people were, watching me live. I never worried about like, should I keep sending my emails and it seems like no one's clicking to join me, because I've had the biggest month in a very long time in my business. Not worried about those things, just rocking very, very steady with like what I know to actually do. Right? So you got to make big money decisions. And sometimes those big money decisions, it may not look like it's paying off like in real time. Right? And there's been so often, and here's the thing I also learned, right, with YouTube is that they're tracking, or their stats are also off in terms of like, and they've even said as much, right? It's like, you think you only have X amount of views, right? Like there were times I've gotten off live and it's like I've had like 15 likes, right? And it said I only had like 3 people that were there. That's impossible. It's impossible, right? And so if you pay attention to those kind of things, it'll have you like retracting, and it will have you playing a lot smaller of a game, thinking that it's not paying off, that it's not working. And that's exactly what I've seen so many people do, right? Again, over the many years I've been online, is they don't make the big money decisions. And, or if they do, they don't stick to it. They don't write it out because they're more concerned with how things look right now, right? Had I not made those decisions in September and decided to write them out, there were sales and things that happened in my business this month that simply would not have happened, because there are people that were watching me. There were people that were paying attention. There were people that purchased from me and, bought in my business and consumed my content, all kinds of things that I didn't even know were out there. They were out there because I was here, right? They were out there because I was taking action inside of my business. And it's all because, again, even as hard as it is sometimes, right? Like I made the big money decisions, and I've been living out my big money decisions. Again, no matter what it looks like. All right. I've told you guys, there's been times where I'll be sitting there chilling with my husband, and I'm like, we're watching TV or watching a show, and I'm like, I got to go live. And I'll be like, I really don't want to go live, hoping that he'll be like, oh, well, don't go live, just do it tomorrow. And he's like, your facts don't care about your feelings, right? Like, the thing is, he's pushing me because he knows, like, this is something important in my business. Like, this is my job. This is what it is that I do. So again, I'd be lying to you if I told you like every day I'm gung-ho to do the things that I do in my business, but these are the big money decisions, right, that I've made. And again, I treat these decisions like me showing up to a 9-to-5 job, which a lot of people don't do. All right. So when we think about deciding to make big money moves or big money decisions in your business now, you're making those decisions based upon the outcome you desire. So the decisions that I made were based upon going live and earning $20,000 a month, right? Having $20,000 months. That's how I made my decisions, right? Going live and hitting 20K months. So I made my decisions based upon that outcome. Most people don't think about what they do, right? And the seeds that they plant, they don't equate it to the outcome that they desire. It's kind of like, I've talked about this before. It's like they just show up and they're just checking off boxes, or they're just arbitrarily doing things inside of their business. All right. So number one, right, when we decide, right, like this is the outcome that I want, that's number one. And then you make the big money decisions to actually back that outcome, right? So going live and earning $20,000 months, that was what I wanted. And I made my decisions based upon that. All right. So going into your next 31 days, believe it or not, what you do in December is going to make a difference over your first quarter of 2024. You need to know that. What you do in December, I don't want you to treat it as like I'm looking to do 20,000 in December based upon what I do in December. It very, very rarely works like that. All right. Can it work like that? Absolutely. There are no absolutes. It absolutely can work like that. But like I did in September, right? I planned and I made decisions in December based upon, right, the business that I knew I wanted. And it's November, and it doesn't surprise me that the results I've gotten in November that I've gotten, because I've been working this plan since September, right? Now, that's not to say I didn't make money in September, October, nothing like that. Clearly, I made money, right? But again, it's like I'm seeing the vision of what I planted, right, and what I envisioned in September. All right. So we have to understand that, again, what are we talking about tonight? How to grow your online business now, right, with these power moves, right? So what do you want over the next 90 days? What is that? All right, get solid on that for yourself, and then make your big money decisions based upon that, okay? Which means you're going to have to really, really start doing something. You're going to have to decide to really start going hard, all right? Remember, it's not about, oh, if So in this example, if Steph can do it, I can do it. Can I ask you a question? Are you willing to do everything you saw me do since September? For those of you guys that have been like rocking with me, right? Are you willing to do everything that you've seen me do since September to have that kind of growth? All right. So when we think about it, right, it's two things that are happening: seed time and harvest time. All right. Some of this stuff is going to seem very familiar to some of you guys because I've been talking about this a long time, but it doesn't matter. Because if everybody was getting all the results that they wanted, right, then I wouldn't even talk about this, right? But most people are not getting the results that they desire for one reason or another. So therefore, we have to talk about it until it's embedded in you and you begin to do and start getting the results that you desire. So right now, I'm not celebrating my harvest, but I understand my harvest is because I was very diligent with seed time. Everybody is in harvest right now. Everyone's in harvest, right? Some people's harvest is crop failure, right? Some people's harvest, you have nothing, but it's still your harvest from the seeds or lack thereof seeds that you planted, some 60 or 90 days ago. So it's like I've shared before, right? We are all awesome manifestors because literally, right? Veronica, Terrence, whatever you have, and you guys are just the ones that are live here right now, right? Whatever you have right now, you manifested that. So that means you're awesome as a manifester. You did this. Good, bad, and different. You did this. So what does that mean? That if you actually want a different outcome, you can bring about that different outcome by choosing your seeds differently starting now. Because wherever the seeds were that you chose over the past 60 to 90 days, that's what's gotten you here. So the next 60 to 90 days ahead of you, right? So let's just call it first quarter 2024. That vision that we're talking about now, right? 10,000 months, 20,000 months, whatever it is that your vision is, the seeds start right now. Are you going to start planting those seeds right now? Or are you going to show up on the scene and keep planting the seeds that you've already been planting? Do you want the same harvest that you're experiencing right now? If you want a different harvest first quarter 2024, you got to plant different seeds starting right now, right? So let's talk about what kind of seeds that you want to think about. Again, I'm walking you guys through like the areas, right? And what I did 90 some odd days ago, right? To again, be so doggone pleased with the direction of my business, even with the pivot, right? Closing down my coaching business, like income that would have continued to go on. Like I switched it up, right? But again, even in all of those things, because I switched it up, I actually ended up bringing in more money, right? Because of backing my decisions and attracting more people and even attracting my clients, right? That wanted to go in this direction. And that allowed me to raise my actual coaching rates. And so those that still want to do coaching with me, guess what? They're actually making the higher investments to work with me in that way. Like I'm telling you, big money decisions. Y'all, I'll get to this in just a minute. All right. So when we think about seed time, okay, one of the first seeds, right, that I planted was, again, number one, decision, right? So we already understand that. I decided, right? I decided that the go live $22,000 months is what I wanted, right? And growing. Like that was just for starters. That's like fresh out the gate, the way that I looked at it. That's what I want. And that's the business model that I want. That's what I'm going to rock, right? That's what I stayed true to. And that's why the results have happened the way that they've happened. Right? The next seed was in actions, right? Deciding that I was going to be prolific, that I was going to be the one showing up on YouTube every single day. I went from, right, saying I was going to upload content and do certain things. And then I just changed it up. And I said, one way or another, I'm going to be on YouTube every single day, whether that's uploading content or whether that's going live. And I was way heavier with actually going live because I decided upon that. Right? My YouTube channel grew, but my YouTube channel didn't grow because I just simply decided to go live. It's also because I made a decision about what kind of content I was going to create. And I started talking about the same content and appealing it to my ideal person and getting more serious about my ideal person I wanted to attract. And I stopped just talking to everybody and I really narrowed in right on my 10. right? And because I narrowed it on my 10, right, my subscriber base is growing and my opt-ins are growing and my money is growing and I'm getting way more views to my videos. Like everything is happening, right? Again, when I decided I was just going to start showing up every single day, that was a big money decision. I didn't have all the quirks worked out. How many of you guys are sitting back like waiting for like the scenario to be perfect? I didn't. I was just like, I'm just going to start going live. And now in having like one of my bigger months, right, in quite some time, especially with this pivot, you guys, guess what? People have left my world in terms of like my community. People have talked about me. All kinds of things have happened, right? Like all kinds of adverse things have happened, right? Along with growth. And again, we call them big money decisions because no matter what it looks like on the surface, when you make a big money decision, you write it. You write it because you know it's the best decision for your business, right? The best decision for your business, all right? So your actions, right? When you think about big money decisions, what are those actions going to look like in your business? Again, those of y'all that are working with me, you know, one-on-one mentorship during this next month, like it's going to be so beneficial for you because I'm going to be helping you, right? Like step into your big money decisions and live in them and ride them, right? Like the things that have helped me so much, I'm helping you in it this way, right? So what are those actions going to look like? For me, it wasn't a ton of stuff, right? But it was the stuff that has been known to make me money, the stuff that's been known, right, to grow my business. And so I just simply lived in that. You guys, and here's the thing, can I just be real with you? Because again, a lot of times we expect, oh, if your income like explodes or grows, then it's like everything else was favorable around it. Not so. So my subscriber base on YouTube grew, my email list grew. However, right, the email list that I'm getting ready to delete, right, because I'm switching marketing systems, guess what? Like I've done nothing different with that email list. But I think because I got sold on my ideal buyer, guess what? This month, my open rates were still pretty cool. The click-through rates were ridiculous. Like I was like, is anyone on my email list even interested in what I offer anymore? It's like the only people clicking are the people that I'm already rocking with. I could have and the average person would have been like, well, let me just stop, right? Because clearly, like I'm talking to the wrong people, not me. I got more aggressive with my emails. I kept sending them. I kept making offers. I kept going live. I kept inviting people. If you receive my emails, you would likely have no inkling, right, that things changed in my business because for me it was business as usual. But for me, what it did confirm is that I'm making the right decision, right, to move forward with building a brand new email list based upon, right, my new YouTube flow and being fine with letting that old list go. Does that make sense? Like that's an example like big money moves. It doesn't always look like the way you think it's going to look like, but I've made way more money this month, even with, right, like my email list. Like I'm like, hello, is anyone even still there anymore? But I didn't let that stop me. I still wrote out my decision. I still emailed. And here's the thing, you guys, can I tell you? Because I did that, right? People that were actually on my email list that I didn't even know they were really there. They popped up and bought from me. Do you see why it's so important, right? Seed time, harvest time. It's not about what you see because in the real world of planting seeds, right, there is a great measure of faith that, okay, I think I planted the right seeds. Like I think that the bag of seeds said this is what it's supposed to look like. And I'm watering it every day and I'm tilling it and it's getting plenty of sun and I'm doing everything that I think it told me to do, but I still see no fruits. I see no buds. I see no leaves. There's nothing. Like it's a great measure of faith. Please write that down. Your first quarter 2024, right, it's going to take a great measure of faith right now over these next 31 days as a starter. And you guys know, like my mindset is always a 30-day recommitment. Like I am never just on a 90-day trek or a 365-day trek. It's always every day I'm recommitting to the next 30 days. Like it's just a continuous rollover, right? So the days are never ticking down for me. It's a recommitting all the time. And so I look up and my harvest doesn't surprise me because it's like I live in seed time. I don't do something one time and expect a great result. I realize again in the real world, right, of farmer life, which I know nothing about, like I've never been a farmer, but I do understand planting seeds and having a great measure of faith that you're doing the work, you're showing up, you're like loving on your plants that you planted, right? And you have good faith that guess what? Some are going to break ground and you're going to actually get fruit. So I share that because for anyone that might feel like, gosh, I'm doing so much work and it almost feels like I'm going backwards sometimes that is what it looks like. And so like, I hope that by sharing, like again, because I was like, my email list is like dying. But again, my new email list, that it's flourishing because my new email list is based upon, right? Like my recommitted, my committance to my business. And it's the new audience, right? My 10s, right, that are not opting in onto the new email list. I hope that makes sense. Let me know. All right. So number one with seeds, decision and then actions. Okay. Again, you guys, you got to make big money decisions now. Opportunity. What are your big money decisions based upon what you're selling? Okay. What do you talk about and what are you selling? You guys, since September, I've been talking about and selling the same thing every single day. That's another reason why I'm good with my email list seeming like it's dying off because if it's been 90 days and again, there's no clicking, there's no interest, then it kind of means that it's done. Does that make sense? Like it's done for the most part, right? For the most part, like I know how to judge my email list, right? But that's how we gather data. If I was all over the place talking about different things all the time, then I could say, well, it's my fault because I've confused my email list or I've confused my subscribers or but when I'm rocking steady, right, sharing the same thing day in and day out, it's fair to assume, right, that the list is no longer in alignment or the audience is no longer in alignment. So if you're going to make big money decisions, right? So again, you thought about what's your outcome, right? What's your business going to look like first quarter, 2024? Okay, so let's say you decided upon $10,000 months consistently, like that's your business, like that's your business bar, bare minimum is that you're to a point where your business is doing, X amount of dollars every single month and you're growing from there. What's the big money decision you're making in terms of what it is that you're offering? You guys, the reason I say this is because I saw some of the most peculiar things since I made my decision. And it's like, it's no wonder that people are not experiencing wins the way they want to experience wins. I've seen people's channels talk about this and then that, and now I'm promoting this, and now I'm promoting this off the wall thing over here. And that's not a big money decision. It's almost like going with the wind, right? Because you're not grounded, you're not rooted, right? We can't get to, right, like these big money goals that we want by being all over the place like that. Right? It's like one day you have a burger stand, the next day it's hot dogs, the next day it's seafood, and then the next week you're doing something different because, believe it or not, we make decisions in our videos, right? Or wherever you might be, your reels or your Facebook or whatever, and you're all over the place. Like it's no wonder why it feels like your business is like you're spinning its wheels, right? So what you decide to sell, right? So if you get solid on who you're selling to and who your audience is, you got to get solid on what you're offering them as well. And another reason I was like so good with my email list, like doing what it's doing, because what it told me was that, Steph, now is your breakout time. Now is the time to go out there, right? And those people that you know are out there, they already got your name on them. They already want what you have to sell, that they're not even aware of you right now. Like, now is your time to spend the majority of your time out there, right? Talking to them, attracting them, connecting with them, creating content for them, and calling them in. So it's like, in a sense, it got me out of the safety net of my email list, right? And when I thought that there were people that were rocking with me and I saw they were all over the place, I'm like, it was a reminder, but they're not your ideal person, Steph. Like, they're not the person you're creating content for. They're not the person, right, wanting to do what it is they're not your 10. So like, it's like I got to learn so much from what in some instances looked like failure, looked like I was going backwards. But again, money-wise, biggest financial month in a very, very long time. But key elements, key areas, I'm like, wow, like that kind of sucks. But they were wake-up calls, right? Again, to help me do what? Make and stand behind more big money decisions inside of my business. And you got to write this down, because one of the biggest things that you're going to do in December, which is one of the toughest months to do this in, is to decide to show up every single day in your business. Choose your platform and show up every single day, right? You be the one with new content every single day. Your ideal person logs onto, right, that channel on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. You be the person that has fresh, new, exciting content, inspiring them, empowering them, right? You be the voice, right, that's helping them make decisions, or that's helping them look forward to, right, a better 2024, right? You got to make that decision, because there are people that are taking this month off for a variety of different reasons, right? But for you, right, for me, like, this is me laying more seeds, right, for the bigger 24, right, or the bigger first quarter of 2024, right, that I desire. So you've got to get really, really solid on these things, right? Because your daily showing up, and my point with this was, I'm so glad I had that wake-up call, that it's like the more important place for me to be is out on YouTube, right? Out in front of people that have the opportunity, that don't know me, right? But it's like, what have I shared with you guys before? Every single buyer, right? So let's say $100,000 in the next 90 days, right? Based upon an average sale of $500, that's 200 customers. Those 200 customers are not on my email list. Maybe some are, but the majority of them are out there in the world, right? They're consuming content on YouTube right now. They're on the internet. They're searching, right? Like, they're living whole lives right now. And a good majority of them are not aware of me. Same truth for you too, right? However many customers it's going to take to hit your goal over the next 90 days, those people are already out there. So does it make any sense to allow these next 31 days to just kind of ride and you do nothing, to let literally every single day go by and there's no new fresh content, there's no new connections, that you're not, sharing your same message, that you're not instilling consistency in your business, you're not being constant, like you're not out there doing it doesn't make any sense to do that. Absolutely not. Because that those people are out there. If it's 100,000 in the next 90 days, right, those 200 people are already out there. So what does that mean for you? Where do you need to be? You need to be out there, right, rocking consistent with your message, with your offer, right? You need to be that consistent voice and that consistent force inside of your business. That is how we grow our business now, right? Like, these are power moves that we decide to make no matter how things may look right now. And it's fighting through life getting in the way, jobs getting in the way, holidays, all those things. You've got to figure it out. Because we're not in times where we have the liberty to just take days off, take weeks off, not do anything. The internet's unfair when it comes to that. The internet absolutely rewards those that decide to get out of obscurity, right, and to become known. The internet favors those that put out an abundance of content that connects and calls in people, right, that are looking for what it is that you have to offer. The internet rewards consistency. All of these platforms reward your consistency. They reward you showing up. They reward you contributing to their content, right? They reward you as a creator, as someone that is adding content to their platform to keep people on their platform. They reward you for that. And then guess what? Your business, your bank account gets rewarded as people are coming in, consuming your content, falling in love with your brand because they love what it is that you have to offer, right? These are big money decisions that you've got to make right now, that you've got to write out right now. You guys, like, I'm not even kidding. One of the biggest things I saw this month was the inconsistency with what people are rocking out there. Like, I had to literally like unsubscribe from channels. I'm like, I don't even want to see this stuff because the thing is, I want to help. But if they're not asking for my help, it's not my place. But again, these are things that I can share, right, to help those that want to listen and want to learn, right? And again, want to learn how to get the results that you feel like no one is talking about or no one's sharing with you how to get them. I'm sharing them with you, right? They don't happen out of nowhere. You don't just luck up and do one thing, right? Terrence, you got to come home every single day and work your friggin' business. You got to come home every single day and do your videos or show up on social. Veronica, you've got to be out there every single day, right? Y'all got to make space for yourself. You got to create space for yourself. You got to let your people know that you are there. This is not a sometimesy thing that we can do and expect to create the levels of results that we want to come off of our jobs or replace our incomes or add discretionary income. It takes an incredible amount, right, of discipline and an incredible amount of consistency. But the beautiful thing, it literally is just a few things that you are committing to and being consistent with on a daily basis. Being consistent, right, with who you're talking to. Who is that person? Right? That one person represents thousands. You're consistent with your market. You're consistent with what you're selling them. Because you don't know what's going on in their mind or in their world. You don't know what money they're looking to save up. You don't know what's going on. So you've got to be consistent with what it is that you're offering them. You got to be consistent with showing up and being their resource. You got to be consistent in your belief in your vision. That you wouldn't have had this vision if it's impossible to make it real. That if you can manifest what you have in your life right now, that you can manifest this vision that you have as well. You just got to decide and choose differently. You can't make the same decisions and expect a different outcome. You got to know what it is that you want and make the big money decisions, right, to back the outcome that you desire. If anyone is here and has questions around this at all, let me know. I told you guys that I was not going to be before you long tonight, and here I am still, right, 45 minutes. But you have decisions to make going into these next 31 days. If you don't decide, the decision we made for you. We just keep getting more of what you get by default. And that's fine. But on the other hand, it's not fine if you desire more. And I believe you're only here listening because you do desire more. You're still here right now because you do desire more. There's something more that you want. There's a whole business that you want to grow. Right? You want to come off of your job. You want to replace your income, or maybe you want to add. If you make $60,000 a year in your job, maybe you want to add $60,000 a year to your bottom line. Maybe you want to exceed what you earn on your job right now. Maybe you don't want to quit your job, right? But you want to do 6 figures in the next couple of months. It's going to take, right, big money decisions right now. It's going to take your involvement in seed time right now. Not growing weary, right, and doing well. And again, like you heard me talk about, right, like there were instances where I'm like, this is weird, but my outcome was something completely different. So I paid more attention to where I was going and what I knew was happening in my business versus what it looked like, right? Versus what it looked like. And trust me, believe me, it's literally these little tweaks. It's like, it's not in, like, a lot of times people think, again, it's checking off the boxes. It's not. There's so many people I wish I could just get out there and help with their videos and their content and all these individual things. Or I wish I could just jump out there and say, what are you doing? Why are you all over the place? Why are you doing these things? But it's these little tweaks, I'm telling you. And you guys, being in the space as long as I have, it's not about the money as far as, like, there's people out there who've been in the space shorter time than I am that have made more money than I have made. It's not that. It's when you see people that have been in the space about the same amount of time that you have, and it's not for a lack of trying, but it's just you see them like fighting against themselves, wanting to be wrong for the sake of just their principles versus deciding to do what they know is in the best interest of actually growing their business. Again, this is why I show up. Because if I can shorten your learning curve, right, and help you buckle down in these areas, what you can experience in the next 90 days, what you can experience first quarter 2024, right? If you decide that these next 31 days are going to be big money decision 31 days, someone type in big money decisions in December, right? December equals big money decisions. December equals big money decisions. You decide like that, first quarter, different. First quarter, different. Right? If you want to go where it is and I'm going, if you're ready to grow an online business, if you want to learn what it takes, because all of this is knowledge and all of this is skill, all of this is game planning, all of this is strategy. It takes a knowledge base. It takes understanding what to actually do. It takes settling in. Now, this is why I offer what I offer every single day, right? I always say these little courses that I sell, right? The Roadmap, Passive Profit Millionaire, these little courses that I sell them and I believe in them. Why? Not because we could just resell them. That's lame. I might as well be doing a biz op. I sell these little courses with master resale rights for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's because I'm a firm believer in that you've got to learn the business of online business. You got to develop these digital marketing skills, and you've got to learn how to do business on these platforms. And these little courses that I sell, they teach you the business of online business. They teach you the foundations and the fundamentals of making money online. They teach you the business and the art of digital marketing, and they show you how to use these platforms, right, to get down and make money online. They show you how to use these platforms. For y'all that are in the roadmap, holy moly, I dove into the Instagram training, right, that was just released. Amazing. Look, the best Instagram training that I've experienced in a long time in terms of like really helping me understand. I'm not even all the way done yet. So if anyone's interested in like learning Instagram, right, and how to grow and get started, it's amazing, without a doubt. But I sell these little courses because number one, we're not in the time of just showing up and lucking up. You seriously have to know. Like, you seriously have to know. Right? So again, you've got to learn the business of online business. You've got to develop digital marketing skills. And a lot of the mistakes I see people making, they're making these mistakes based upon just their own knowledge. Because if they really had strategy, they wouldn't be doing these things. They wouldn't be making these things. They wouldn't be all over the place the way that they are. Right? They'd be rocking steady, realizing that their growth is being very, very consistent and in the repetitiveness, right, of building their brand, right, and their offers, right, being consistent in their offers and in the people that they're appealing to. All of these things make a difference in our business growth. So these little courses, right, they teach my ideal market, my ideal clients, my ideal buyers. They teach them what they need to know, right, about growing an online business in a very sustainable way. You're learning how to build something. The master resale rights just sweetens everything. Because if you don't know what you want to sell, if you don't know how you want to begin making money, if you don't have like an idea you want to run with, if you don't know if you want to create an ebook or create your own course or do coaching services, like you don't have an idea you want to run with right now, and you start to learn what's in these courses and you love what you're learning and you want to sell this information to other people, well, the license allows you to be able to earn $500 every time you sell the roadmap, again, because you're selling as your own course. The money comes directly to you. It's as if you created the course. That's how you get to sell it. You're not an affiliate. This is not a biz op. You literally get to sell it as if it were your own and earn 100% profits every single time. And then with Passive Profit Millionaire, you get to earn $340. So the investment is $500 into the roadmap and the investment is $340 into Passive Profit Millionaire. And no matter how you want to look at it, these courses, right? The roadmap teaches you the business of online business, like top to bottom. Everything you need to know about making money online, starting an online business, getting set up for online business success, right? Like having a website, having a funnel, having your payment processors, so you can make sales, having your own products to sell. It helps you completely get set up for online business success. And it teaches you the skill of digital marketing, which we can't evade that. If you're online, you are a digital marketer, unless you're going to hire someone to do your digital marketing. You are learning digital marketing so you can grow your business, right? And you also learn the platforms. You learn how to use YouTube. You learn how to use Instagram. Pinterest has now been released, right? You learn how to use Facebook. You learn how to use these platforms, right? To show up, to create your accounts, to grow your audience, to generate leads, to make sales. It's all there for you. We've taken all the excuses away. And then if you want to just get very, very specific about digital product creation and selling through social media, that's what Passive Profit Millionaire will help you do. It shoots straight towards, right? Like this is how Haley did $500,000 in 5 months' time selling digital products. So you learn from someone who did $500,000 selling digital products through social media, and she walks you through how she created them very simply, right? How to identify your ideal client and your ideal market, right? How to sell to them, how to get set up on social media, right? How to create the content and how to sell directly from your social media account. Now, I sell these little courses because they help people learn how to make money online, and it gives them something to sell, right? If they want to get started really, really fast. When I got started in 2007 and I made my first sale in 3 days and 28 sales in my first 30 days, it's because I didn't have to create anything outside of my YouTube videos. I was able to buy an ebook, love the ebook, learn from the ebook, and get out there and start selling it to other people because I wanted more people to know what I was learning about this ebook. That's what these courses, believe it or not, give you the ability to do. And then if you get excited and you want to create your own ebooks, you want to create your own digital products, or you want to start doing coaching or something extra, guess what? You have the training to help you in being able to do those things. You can expand beyond this. So I sell these little courses because, again, if you want to grow your online business now, there are things, again, you heard me talk about decisions you got to make, seeds you got to plant, right? Strategies you got to run. I'm solid on these things. And I had the month that I had because I made these tough decisions 90 days ago. 90 days ago. And when I tell you I see people making dire mistakes in their business, when they could have been doing the same thing that I've been doing for 90 days, it does break my heart because my business has been in that state before where I was indecisive and I was all over the place and I was marketing different things and I didn't have a rhythm and a flow and I wasn't sold on what I was doing. I was just out there selling stuff. You don't break through. You don't change the trajectory of your business or your bank account by being flighty and being all over the place. You got to have a plan and you got to know how to do business online. Just like if you were to start some kind of local business, you're not going to have success with by being flighty. And I don't know why people think they can come online and be super flighty with what they do and how they show up and what they promote and send mixed messages and then wonder why they're not making the money that they would desire. I'm going to share a real small tip with you, because the next 31 days, like, just know that I have some really amazing content planned. Yeah, but one of the most important things, the reason why people are failing, that are so flighty, is because they're not clear on who they're serving. Because once you get totally clear on who your ideal person is and you understand what it is that they want, it makes it so incredibly easy to show up every single day and to sell them that. Yeah, this is why I don't promote a lot of these little rinky-dink things. My people don't want rinky-dink, right? I'm looking at you guys that are here. Y'all don't want rinky-dink. You don't want me to refer you to some little referral opportunity where you're going to only earn a couple of bucks. Now, am I poo-pooing those opportunities? No. But because I know my person, I know I can't be all flighty all over the place. I've got to bring real legit solutions to my people. And when you do that, guess what? You make money faster in your business because they can recognize that's what they want, because it's going to help them get what it is that they want or where they want to go, and they will invest. They will invest. So these little courses, right? They teach you how to hone in on these skills, right? They teach you how to show up, how to rock your business, how to make these decisions, how to do the right things inside of your business. And they even give you something to sell. What would a couple of $500 sales, right, every week, or a couple of $340 sales? Yeah, I have people that are buying both product programs from me, right? Imagine, a couple of customers every single month, right, or every single week, right? Investing, $800 into your business just like that, because they see so much value in what it is that you have to offer. Because it's not about the price tag. It's about the fact of, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I want. I want to learn these things. I need to learn these things. Right? There's enough example of failure around us to know what doesn't work and who we don't want to be like. When you can promote things, right, that inspire people and paint a bigger vision and a bigger picture of what's possible, if you get your hands on the right information, guess what? You will attract the people. They're like, Steph, I want this. You guys, my buyers are like amazing. They're like, Steph, you're selling both. I want to get both too. That's what happens when you have a bigger vision of your business and people want to model what it is that you're doing. That's why I say it's so important you recognize who your 10s are, and literally every single thing that you do, you're speaking to your 10s. It's no wonder that's what my customers tell me. Steph, you're rocking both. I want to rock both. You're selling both. They both must be good. I want both. And I even have people that are making that decision, right, that have not been in my world, that have just discovered my content and that are so inspired. You guys, for those of you guys that have been with me, I have goosebumps right now. You know that I've been talking about positioning for many, many months. It's like anything in life. You got to position yourself for what it is that you want. Right? And one of the seeds that we plant, which I talked about earlier, right? One of those seeds is what we talk about every single day in terms of what we sell. That's a seed. So over the next 31 days, let's say you take tonight, and again, for those of y'all that are rocking with me, one-on-one mentorship for these next 31 days, you're going to be so good. Trust me. Trust me. You allow me to, I'm going to change your life over these next 31 days. But let's just say tonight you got clear. You're like, okay, this is the person I serve. This is who I'm talking to, right? And you just focused on, okay, this is who they are, and this is what they want, right? This is what they want. And then this is what I know I'm going to sell them, because this is going to help them get what they want. Okay, so you get sold on those three things. This is who they are. This is what they want and where they want to go. And this is what I'm selling them, because it's going to help them get what they want. And it's going to help them get to where they want to go. And then every single day for the next 31 days, right? Those are the three seeds that you plant. Number one, the first seed is who you're talking to every single day, right? So you choose your platform. It's YouTube, it's Instagram, it's whatever. You choose your platform, right? And one of those seeds that you're planting every single day is the seed of conversation with that ideal person. I'm changing your life right now with this information. It's the seed, right, of conversation you're having with them every single day. Believe it or not, that's a seed. It is an amazing seed. It is a profitable seed. It's a seed that will pay you. It is a seed that will change your bank account. So every single day you're planting that seed, the seed of conversation, the seed of having lunch with your ideal people, right? The seed of having coffee with your ideal people, the seed of showing up, going live, talking to them, sowing into them, inspiring them, empowering them, shedding insight to them, telling them what you have for them, telling them how you're here to help them, telling them how you have the perfect product for them. Every single day you're sowing that seed. Seed number one. Right? Seed number two is you're reminding them, I know where it is that you want to go. I've been where you are. I have the perfect product, or I'm on the journey with you. I'm just a few steps ahead. I'm telling you what I'm learning is amazing. I'm telling you it can help you. There's so many examples of other people that are winning based upon this information or based upon, right, this product, like whatever it is that you're selling. Right? So again, now the second seed is, again, you're reminding them that I know where it is that you want to go. I know what it is that you want. Right? Because believe it or not, people need that reminder. They need to know they're not alone. They need to know that someone understands them, that someone gets them, that someone has something for them, that maybe someone's been where they've been before, or been where they are right now. Now, believe it or not, like, we can't evade, right, the hopelessness that so many people feel out there. This world is crazy. The world is wonky. The economy is so disrespectful right now. It's not even respective of industries right now. It's just down for everybody. Right? We are an incredible up, y'all. I want to stand up right now. We are an incredible up for people right now. The power to the power to give people opportunity to do better for themselves for way less than $1,000. Y'all, we are a light. Like, don't discount this. Right? So people need to be reminded that, hey, I see you. Right? But the way things look right now, you want better for yourself, right? This is how we can do it. This can help you with that. Don't go at it alone. Don't go free 99 this thing. Right? Don't go settle for less with these wonky opportunities and deals and fake gurus out there. Right? Come get this information. So that's seed number two. Right? And then seed number three, right, is every single day there is an invite. Every single day, right? This is where you want to go. Well, guess what? The roadmap's going to get you there. Passive Profit Millionaire is going to get you there. You're going to be able to learn, right? You're going to be able to learn the business of online business, learn digital marketing, learn how to use these amazing products. Oh, you want to create digital products? Bam, Passive Profit Millionaire is perfect for you. You're going to learn how to create very, very simple, digital products using Canva, using AI. Hey, if you don't want to create a digital product, just sell these products, sell these courses to other people, right? You'll be rewarded for learning what's in them, right? You guys, in 31 days, okay? The reason why some people struggle and fail is because they might get excited about the roadmap or excited about Passive Profit Millionaire and get excited about going out there and teaching people what they've learned. That's selfish. It's selfish and it serves no one unless you understand who you're talking to. Okay? If you're just excited over where you're going with this, you're talking loud, saying nothing. But if you remember the other two seeds that you're planting alongside of it, now you got yourself a whole meal. Versus just planting a bunch of corn and nothing else. Now you got yourself a whole meal. Because now it's not just about the thing that you're selling and how excited you are, or regurgitating information, or just selling the fact you can make money. But no, I'm selling it to people that I know want to go someplace. And I know they're going to get there because my product, right, the roadmap, Passive Profit Millionaire, it's the catalyst. That's the thing that's going to get them there. You commit, again, planting those seeds every single day and then cultivating those seeds, right? You showing up every single day, right? Planting, cultivating, being the light, watering, you getting better, then planting more seeds, reinforcing, tilling the ground, all the things involved with it. Don't tell me your harvest won't be different come first quarter 2024. And yes, absolutely, you could reap in December as well. But yet, you guys, most people can't even stand the consistency of 31 days of doing what I just shared with you here today. And again, I can even speak from experience when it comes to that. I'm not pointing fingers. Yes, do I see it happening out there and I wish that I could help some people? I do. But I can share many experiences just of my own where my husband was like, so what's the flavor of the month? What's the program of the month? Right, what are you in this month? People ask me, what do you do? I don't even know what to tell them. I've been all over the place. I might have been showing up, but I was talking to nobody, right? I was talking loud, saying nothing. I was just slanging stuff to be selling stuff. No vision, no strategy, no mission behind it. Just trying to sell stuff. And you guys, and remember with seeds, remember I told you about my email list? Right? How I look at it and I'm like, it's dead. It's dead, but how did I make so much money this month? It's because when you do plant seeds, guess what? Not all seeds are fruitful. Right? Not all seeds are fruitful. It comes with the territory. So if you want more information on what it is that I do, you want to maybe do what it is that I do, you want to start an online business, you want to grow an online business, right? Like you're only here because the title is talking about growing an online business now, right? You got to decide right now. You got to do things right now based upon the results that you want, right? And y'all, when I see, again, the mistakes I've seen people make, I'm like, based upon what you just talked about in this video, what's the outcome? Like, what's the vision of the outcome that you desire? Because it can't be a big outcome based upon the way I saw you switch up. And again, you guys, I say that and I share that without even calling out anyone or any people, because I wish when I was running amok like that someone would have said, what are you doing, Steph? Right? You're so much better than what you're doing here. And you guys know what? In one instance, someone did try to help me many, 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 many years ago. They were like, Steph, I remember I could pull the email up. They were like, Steph, that's not the conversation we had. That's not the direction I would suggest for you. And this person, if I said her name, for anyone that's been in this space for a long time, you would definitely know her. And she shared it out of love and out of respect and out of admiration, because she was online just like a smidget before I got online. She saw something better in me and bigger in me. And she was trying to pull me up when I was trying to play very, very small and very, very low. And it's funny because I look back and I'm like, I don't even recognize that person because I just didn't know. So like I've shared before, so much of what I do now, it's for the Steph Perez, right, that I would like to help of many years ago. That's who I just believe my ideal person is the person of many years ago, me of many years ago, right? Just wanting the answers, wanting the inspiration, wanting the mentorship, wanting the tough love. All the things that people used to tell me, Steph, it's just as easy to sell a $25 product as it is a $1,000 product. And if I really understood how good I was then, and I'm not tooting my own horn, I'm just saying I had a knack for this. And I set the bar so low with what I was doing. So low. Because honestly, I thought I was saving people. I thought I was saving people by setting the bar so low, thinking I was making it so easy. Right? And all I did was make it harder on myself because I just didn't know. So much of my messaging is what I would have loved to have. I would have loved not to hear because I heard it, but I would have loved to have gotten. And so while a lot of those people were like in and out of my life and they weren't like a consistent or a persistent force, that's what I want to be for you, is that consistent, persistent force where you never feel like you're off the hook, right? You always feel like, okay, there's higher, right? There's higher. Or just maybe you were thinking you were gonna lowball yourself, right? Or you were gonna start playing small. Here I go again, showing up, letting you know that's not the play, that's not the way, right? You're better than that. You're bigger than that, right? You're called for something more than that. Because I wish I would have gotten a lot of these things earlier on. And that's who I want to help today. That's who I want to help, right, in this phase of my business right now. Right. So if maybe you would love to work with me, maybe you are ready to start an online business, grow an online business, it's time that you learn these things. Maybe you, like me, right, you were wanting to pivot in your business at this time. All I can tell you is not only is learning the business of online business and digital marketing and like learning social media marketing and product creation and digital products, all these things, not only is it a fine move for you to make for yourself, right? Like to help you grow your own business, right? And maybe it's just a business initially where you are, helping other people get started in an online business by sharing these courses with them, right? One lady I highly respect was brand new to digital marketing, and in 3 months, she made $1 million just simply selling the roadmap to other people. She was so excited over the opportunity that it presented and how she was learning. She took what she learned to go out there and sell the roadmap and make $1 million in 3 months. And then she expanded her business by adding on her own program, right? And then did another $1 million in 5 months. She's like 2.1 million in 5 months. Right? Another lady, matter of fact, the lady that I bought Passive Profit Millionaire for, she did 115,000, right, in 3 months. Right? But just simply, again, she created a little digital product, a little ebook, but then she sold the heck out of Passive Profit Millionaire to other people that wanted to learn, right, how to sell directly from Instagram and make money. So it's a great way to get started. And there's a lot of people out there that are wanting to learn how to make money online, that are wanting to learn how to make money on social media, that are wanting to learn how to start an online business. There's a lot of people. So not only is it a fine decision for you, because if you want to learn how to make money online and start an online business and like become your own boss and all these things, you've got to learn these skills, right? But here's the flip side to it, okay? The plot twist. You're learning them for yourself, but then guess what? Now you're a part of an industry, right? That right now we're over $1 billion a day. Okay, what is our industry? Digital marketing, e-learning, online business, right? Over $1 billion a day. So not only do you learn these skills for yourself to help you grow like your own online business and build up your bank account and become your own digital entrepreneur, but now you're instantly a part of an industry that is in high demand. And so these little courses teach you high income skills that no one can ever take away from you. Let me just share this, all right? And I'll be here for as long as I need to be here tonight. I guess I gotta share these things. Over my 16 years, right, there have been so many instances where I was like, I need to come up with some money. Like I need to make more money. And because I developed these high income skills, I was able to put together services and offers, right? Send the offer out to my email list, and then people would fire back and say, me, 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 me. And I was able to make money by building blogs and creating graphics and putting together ebooks and building out systems and capture pages and email sequences, because these are high income skills. Y'all, people have paid me upwards of $3,000 to put together simple little money getting systems, right? Thousands of dollars to build capture pages and money getting systems, right? Thousands of dollars to write email sequences, right? To manage their social media accounts. So when I say high income skills, like I'm not just talking about the make money online industry. I'm talking about there are businesses out there that, guess what? They would love for someone to do the work for them because they don't have time to learn it. Okay, now, do I do that in this phase of my business now? No, that's not my vision. It's not what I want to do. But if I had to, could I? Absolutely. Absolutely. I could have an entire portfolio of services that I could offer. So when I say high income skills, like that's what these little courses, you can click the links down below in my description to learn about them both. You learn these, right? You're in the owner seat. You're in the driver's seat, right, of your business. You know, you learn how to do these things to grow your business and grow your income. But you're also part, right, of an industry that's high in demand because of the economy being what the economy is, and because of the allure of coming online and learning a side gig. And literally there are people, there are women that are making 6 figures, right? 100,000 plus a year, and they want to call it a side gig. They want to call it a little side hustle. There are women that don't know anything about making money online. They're coming, they're learning what's in these little courses, and they're changing their businesses. They're changing their bank account. They're changing their lives. So there are so many people that are out there searching for how to start an online business, grow an online business, make money online, make money on social, make money on Instagram, make money on YouTube, make money on Facebook, right? They want to learn these things. And guess what? We get to position ourselves, right, with these courses that can help people learn how to do the very things that they're searching for. We represent opportunity, and we get paid as if we created the opportunity ourselves. There's no middleman, right? Our courses not only teach you all of these skills, but we set you up to sell these courses as your own. So when someone takes their debit or credit card out, or punches in their PayPal to pay for one of these courses, guess what? That money is going into your PayPal account. This money is going into your Stripe account and then being deposited directly into your bank account. You're not waiting for a payment. You're not waiting for some company to cut you a check. You literally get to decide to build a business based upon leveraging one of these platforms, showing up either like I'm doing or showing up and doing reels or whatever, right? You get to pick your poison, but you literally get to sell very, very direct. And when someone decides to buy from you, the money is in your bank account in the matter of days, literally days. That's what these little courses put people in position for. To learn the business of online business, to learn and develop these digital marketing skills, to learn how to make money from very simple digital products that you create once and sell over and over and over again. These very simple courses that teach you how to monetize social media, how to monetize Instagram, how to turn Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook into an income stream. Let that settle in for a second. Instead of spending your time scrolling, Instagram can become an income stream for you. YouTube can become an income stream for you. Facebook can become an income stream. It can become your paycheck by simply learning these skills and putting them into work. And you learn all of it through these little courses. Now, again, what did I do tonight? Planted more seeds. Planted more seeds. You do this for the next 31 days. I'm telling you, you're stepping into 2024 better than most. Right? Would love to be your tour guide on this journey. Right? And as a big fat bonus, and there's no way that over these next 31 days, I will not be making sure that I share this multiple times a day. I might even start going live 2 or 3 times a day if it's not me uploading content 2 or 3 times a day. Right? I have my whole calendar, right, that gives me 3 pieces of content every single day. Matter of fact, I made it available to my entire email list. Right? I think it's $27, 84 pieces of content. Right? Every day it tells you what 3 pieces of content to create. But there's no way I'm missing a day of showing up, because when December is over, you no longer get free access to my mentorship community. So for anyone that decides to pick up one of these courses, right? One or both, right? Pick up one of these courses. Guess what you get? You get my mentorship community for all of 2024, no additional cost. No additional cost. That includes office hours on Tuesdays where you can show up, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, right? Not be in this thing all by yourself. Because trust me, you're going to have questions. Right? Every Tuesday, my office out, my Zoom room is open and my community gets to pop in. right? And get mentorship and guidance and conversation. Sometimes we never know where those conversations go based upon who shows up and what they have. Right? Sometimes it turns into a full-blown training based upon what information is asked. Right? That's every Tuesday. And then you get my entire mentorship hub, which has lessons and free and additional trainings and additional resources, all kinds of stuff in there, right? Content prompts, content ideas. Y'all go in there, right? Go in there. The 60 content ideas are amazing. I have to remind myself that the other day. I'm like, they are amazing. They're right at your fingertips, right? You get email swipe copy. You get my emails that I send out. You get, checklists, right? My 10K a day, my 10K a month action plan, right? You get my funnel share codes. You get a free digital product, right? That's right in Canva. All you got to do is just edit it, make it your own. And you have you have a little ebook that you can sell. It's amazing. It's another income stream that you instantly get for free. Right? So you get and we do additional trainings, right? All the time in there. You miss them, the replays are there. You get that entire hub for free for all of 2024. When the ball drops, even though it's still a steal, the investment's going to be $500 for the year. Right? So for any one that comes in January, it's $500 if they want the mentorship as well. They don't have to. They can just simply, be totally fine, right, with buying the course. You'll get more than enough help in the course, without a doubt. And the courses come with their own communities, their own Facebook groups, etc., right? But you get my additional mentorship, which I think is priceless. Because there's not too many people out there doing what it is that I'm doing. And by just simply making the decision now, you lock that mentorship in for all of 2024. You literally save yourself $500 by making that decision now. All right, so you can learn more about the roadmap and more about Passive Profit Millionaire by clicking the links down below in the description. Right, once you get the information, right, and you've processed everything, if you have any questions, just hit reply on any email that you may have received from me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, right, and hopefully usher you into getting started. Right, if you are serious about growing an online business, you can't avoid, right, knowing what's in these courses. Right, they're going to give you an upper hand, and they're going to set you up for online business success for not only today, right, but the long term. Right? Welcome to an amazing industry that can not only change your own life, but can actually help you make a ton of money at the high service of other people, because you're going to be in an industry that's in such high demand, and you're going to become incredibly valuable, right? Because there's so many people out there. They marvel when they discover that you have these skills. They marvel. Right? There's in the Facebook group for Passive Profit Millionaire, a lady shared her testimony, or her story, I should say, where she had invested into Passive Profit Millionaire. And I guess she was one of those people that were out there kind of struggling. And if you're live right here and have any questions, feel free to tap into the live chat. And she was like, yes, like struggling, like the thing is, a lot of people do, you guys. Like, that's why I say, don't go out there and try to free 99 this. That's why I say there are so many people out there. I see what they're doing, and I'm like, I want to help, but like, you avoid me. So I don't feel like it's my place, but I want to help because I know it's not the right moves. It's not leading the way you want it to go. But she admitted to like struggling. And then I guess someone locally caught wind that she had these skills, and she's now a social media manager, right, for a local company. And that one opportunity came because she learned some skills, some social media skills from Passive Profit Millionaire. A $340 investment, right, that landed her a social media manager job or gig or contract with a local business. A lot of times those pay very, very well because these local businesses are not learning these skills. And she said it's leading to other contracts. Did you see how this is not buy the course to sell the course? so much bigger than that. So much bigger than that. And for anyone that's been around for any length of time, when people were first starting to teach like social media training and how to make money on social media and social media marketing, and Tai Lopez as an example, right? Frank Kern. What are some other people? There's a lot of people in the industry I know you may not know, but a lot of people know Tai Lopez, right? And he was out there selling his social media marketing course for like $500, and he was selling his digital marketing course, for $1,000, $997. Y'all, there are people right now to this very day, right? There's a guy that I follow, right? He was a felon, right? I guess he is a felon, because once you're a felon, I think you're always a felon, right? But he was a felon. And he's a multimillionaire now. And one of the moves that he made was investing $500 into Tai Lopez's social media marketing course. And he learned how to blow up his Instagram. This is many years ago. But he references that decision. He references that investment. And you know what he said? He said when he invested the $500, because he wasn't like high status like he is now. But when he invested that $500, he went to a few of the people that were like part of his team. And he said, I made this investment. And as I go through the course, I'm going to want your help. Like, I'm going to want you to help me do some things I don't know how to do well. And he said, I think everyone pretty much fell off and he was all by himself. And he just learned and just started to apply what it was that he was learning, and then just started, evolving from there. But he references the $500 investment right into that social media marketing course. And so it's like, as I show up and do the things that I do, it's like, I know I'm showing up and people are going to have those stories as well, right? That lady in the Facebook group, like Passive Profit Millionaire, like one of these courses I sell, like that's a part of her story forever now, that she invested $340 and now she has this skill that has her servicing local businesses and being their social media manager. Like her life could totally change. Her business could change. I'm sure her confidence has totally changed because she realized that this was so much bigger than just buy a course, sell a course, like a lot of people think this information is. That's why I don't present it as such. These are high income skills that we get to develop, that you get to develop. And out of my 16 years of being online, like my husband can attest to this. What's sold in the roadmap, y'all, it took me years to piecemeal this stuff together, years to learn it. I didn't have it in a nice, condensed, organized course to learn it the way that you guys get to learn it now. That's why I value it so much. And I know how much it's worth, right? And what it can actually do if you're ready to treat this like as a real business. And again, like make these big money decisions now, because you have the vision of where you want to go. Like, those $20,000 months or $10,000 months or, whatever it is that you want, you recognize that the way you've been navigating business and doing business is not the play that's going to get you there. It's going to take something different. And all I know is the knowledge and the skills that you pick up in these courses, they absolutely put you on the map for making that real for yourself. So again, I reference my 16 years because as I hear these different stories, like I realize like we are playing at a very high level where we're in position to not only help ourselves and to create these we're setting ourselves up to have these big stories about, I invested in this little course and in 2024, I did $1 million, or in 2024, I did $500,000, or in 6 months, I did $500,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, number one, we are setting ourselves up for that. But then we're also putting ourselves in position, right, to be able to help people that want to play at a higher level as well. And they're going to be saying things like, I met this girl, Veronica, on YouTube, and she was selling this course right on digital marketing. And I always wanted to learn digital marketing. And she inspired me through her videos. And so I bought the course, and the roadmaps changed my life. I'm boss free because of the roadmap, or I have a whole new income stream because of the roadmap. I never thought I'd have a website or a funnel. I never thought I would be selling anything online, but because of the roadmap, because of Veronica, I have these things. You guys, I don't say this lightly. Like, that's literally the positioning that each and every one of us has. Like, this is not a game. This is not just some digital biz up. This is not some, go to this website so I can make a couple of bucks when you become a referral. That's not what this is. We get to change lives through this knowledge and these skills that we develop. And we get to inspire and call in people that hold the same importance and the same value to these skills as well. They really want to go somewhere. You heard me say this man's a felon. He changed his whole life because he learned how to do business online. He learned how to take credit restoration or credit repair. He learned how to take a service. And then he learned how to come online and start offering the service and sell and create digital products. And he made a space for himself and changed the whole game. And not only has he done it for himself, but because he is who he is, guess what? Do you not think there are other people that are in his situation that are like, oh, well, if, as a felon, he did it. Maybe I could get my life right and do what he's doing as well. You guys see how this stuff is like so much bigger, right? That a lot of closed-minded people don't even realize. And all we got to do every single day is just get out there and plant these seeds. Yeah, there are going to be some duds of the seeds. Yeah, there are going to be some seeds that don't bloom. Right? But if you believe in the 80-20 rule like I do, right? 80% of your results will come from 20% of what you actually do. And believe it or not, planting those seeds, right? That's what's going to get you there. Right? That's what's going to get you there. All right. So click the links down below in the description to learn more about either one of these programs. Both of them, learn about one of them. If one sounds better than the other. And the cool thing is that I accept payment plans. So I have Afterpay and Klarna on each offer that allows you to get started by splitting up your payments, right, and paying over time, right? Paying over time. So I've had people get started with both Klarna and Afterpay, and I've had people buy both with Klarna and or Afterpay. So that's another beautiful thing as well. And again, by taking action now, you'll be locked into my mentorship community for all of 2024. So as you have questions and need guidance and feedback, right, you'll be there to meet me every single Tuesday. And you'll have my amazing mentorship hub, right, where additional lessons and resources are already there waiting for you, right? And things are just being added all the time as well to help you. All right. So once you go through the information, feel free to email me if you do have any questions whatsoever. But if you're like about 98% of the people that get started, like you'll see it, right? You'll know what you want. You'll see this as like the legit opportunities that you need to help you get what you want. And like all action takers, right? All decisive people, you'll take action, right? You'll take action, right? And we'll start to go. All right, have a fantastic night, you guys. This is the final night of November. Tomorrow's December 1, 31 days left of 2023, right? What amazing seeds and how many seeds and, how bountiful of seeds are you going to plant in December, right? I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And I will be here every single day in December. All right, to support you, to guide you, to inspire you, to empower you, to call you up, to usher you in, all of the things. All right, and if you are ready, right, you take the first step, I got your back, right? Our programs, our courses have got your back. All right, have a fantastic night. I will see you guys back tomorrow. Bye-bye.